Welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us backing up a truck to our house in Moscow.
Woo!
And we're in a completely different recording environment because, as you may have guessed, we are moved into our new house now.
The move hath happened.
Maggie has a different microphone. We're in a very different kind of basement.
I'm standing.
Maggie's standing, yeah. I don't know what that's going to mean personality-wise for what we're going to get out of you. But yes.
We'll see.
4th of July weekend, we did it.
We did it. In many ways, I would say not recommended.
Yeah, we picked up the truck at 5 p.m. on Friday, and people helped us load up. And I think I got up to Spokane with the truck right around midnight.
Yeah.
Which actually is kind of a miracle, maybe.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, the house was not 100% packed up. I would say it was like 85% packed up in that U-Haul plus van that night. Definitely some odds and ends that we had to go back for afterward. But the fact that as much of our house and belongings got packed in a few hours after I got off work on Friday is honestly incredible. We definitely had help.
Yeah, quite a few people helped us out. And then when we got up to Spokane, we just unloaded the mattresses, threw them down on the living room floor, and went to sleep.
Hello, slumber party. Yep.
And maybe the coolest thing is that we had an incredible show of Northern Lights that night.
Yeah, that was actually wild because in the few weeks before we moved, as I was kind of just like slowly mentally processing through how life was going to be different moving to a larger city, not just obviously Spokane is a lot larger than Moscow, but even like it's larger than Coeur d'Alene where I grew up. So I knew that there would be a lot of changes compared to anywhere I have lived before. And one of the things that I was thinking about was like, man, we've had so much aurora the last 2 years, and like kiss that goodbye because there's so much light pollution in a bigger city. Like, okay, well, I saw more in the last 2 years than I ever expected to see in my life. So it was fun while it lasted. And maybe the next time there's a big show, we can find out about it in time to drive out into the sticks and still see. And then the boys and I, we beat you to the house because we were not driving a giant U-Haul, but pulled up into the driveway and looked outside. And sure enough, there's just like this beautiful purple and blue aurora that we could kind of see with the naked eye and then really see through a phone camera. So that was a delightful surprise.
And I saw it super clearly through the windshield of the truck, which, by the way, 26-foot U-Haul. And it had some sort of like alignment issue or whatever because I couldn't go faster than about 50 miles per hour without it shaking pretty uncontrollably.
Oh, man, that's terrifying.
So that was annoying. But I did stop. I'm trying to think if there was even a single car that passed me in the like 10 minutes that I'd stopped. I don't think there was. It was a very, very quiet road. So it was a good time and enjoyed the aurora.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? We had people come over. So Saturday was the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
We had people come over Saturday morning to help us unload.
Yeah. And that went, I feel like, pretty quick. I think I don't remember who showed up first. I think it was your sister and Travis and the kids, and then my parents, and then my brother all kind of showed up in succession and honestly knocked it out. Like it went pretty quick. And then we had just a few hours of hangout time afterward and hung out on the porch and around the house. And
you hung out on the porch.
Well,
I took your brother's truck and went and picked up a dining table.
A dining table. This was after my dad was like, oh, let's do a super quick. Let's adjust your fountain real quick because there's a fountain in the front yard. And that was not a super quick adjustment. They spent like an hour on it. But now it's level.
No, it's not. But
well,
it's much more level.
Closer to level than it was. It's delightful to look at now. But I stand by my sending you to get the table.
It's a good table.
It's a great table.
It's the right table for the room.
It really is. Yeah. And I had been looking for that for a while.
And then what we did, I don't even know.
Everyone, hung out for a few hours. Everyone sort of dispersed. We did a little bit of unpacking and then caught a bit of 4th of July fireworks from the street.
Oh, yeah. We had to go like on the other side of our neighbor's house however far over, because the condos directly in front of our house were mostly blocking the view.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it was a great view anyway, but you could at least see the fireworks if you went over to the other end of the block.
Yeah. There's another spot that I think we were gonna check out, a little overlook not far from our house, where I had heard like it's a great spot, lots of people, get a great view of the fireworks. And I think we're not sure how crowded it was going to be. It had been a super long day. Like, we were exhausted. I just did not have it in me this time to like go stake out a spot at the park and maybe sit there for a few hours and wait. And what if it's crowded? And just didn't have it in me. So maybe next year we'll check that out. But
the boys aren't even all that interested anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Torrin was super done like minutes into the show.
Yeah, he's like, can we go home? I was like, yep, I'll take you the long 40-second walk home. Sure.
And then I think Darius was also ready to be done by the time it was actually over.
Yeah.
Then what? I don't know.
And then we slept.
I left a few days later to go to Kansas.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And did a few book tour stops with Marty and Reed, which that was fun. I got to see my grandma, got to see my mom, got to see a few other people.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the boys and I went back down to Moscow for 3 days to work on cleaning and painting and packing up a few more odds and ends. And it was not a pleasant experience. It was hot. So it'd been super hot anyway. And we had moved our air conditioning unit up to Spokane, which makes sense because that's where you're living. But then it quickly became something that I regretted when I had to go back down to Moscow and sleep on an air mattress in the heat and spend the days painting and cleaning. And I had help, which was incredible. Some good friends came and helped paint, and that was such a blessing because I was at my wit's end for sure. But it was rough. I feel like that last little bit when you're moving is just, I think, the worst part because it just feels very tedious and never ending.
Well, and then I spent 3 days down there the week after that as well. Like, not full days at the house. I was doing other stuff too. But I probably put in 8 or 10 hours at the house over the course of those 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we still, I don't know how much I agree with the 85% number. I mean, as far as stuff to be moved, 85% is probably fair.
Oh yeah, but tasks.
Yeah, things to get done. My goodness. And the work is still ongoing as of middle of August. We have the house listed for rent.
Yes.
And hopefully somebody will be filling that by September. So
Please.
We'll see.
Yes, rent our house. It's adorable. It's actually even more adorable than it looks in the listing photos.
Yeah. Yeah, the photo's not as impressive, huh?
They're oversaturated, I would say. Alas.
Yeah. Our house is tastefully colored.
I think, yeah, mostly.
Not overly saturated.
I regret the royal blue on the walls.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
true.
I did
as
soon as those were up, I was like, this was not the right color. But in low lighting, I was like, this is tolerable. And my plan was always to repaint it. And joke's on me, we moved. So
yeah,
I think best case scenario, we get a great, super responsible renter in there who's like, hey, would you mind if I painted this a tasteful, lovely color? And I would be like, yeah, absolutely. Girl, do your thing. And then they do a good job on it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm holding my hopes and dreams
That's
loosely.
a great scenario.
Good to dream.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm sure we'll have more to think about and talk about, but that's where we're at so far, sort of. Kind of. Yeah.
We moved.
My goodness. I'm so tired.
Yep.
But we're surviving, and the recycling bin is slowly working its way out. We are still swimming in boxes to some extent, but making progress, and we're enjoying the new house.
Indeed. Oh, I hate when I end on Indeed. I needed to do it different. And how? What else is there?
I don't know, but the pause was long enough. I thought it was going to be a lot better than that.
Yes, quite. You just pick one.
Now I'm gonna put that whole thing in there.
Yes.